What if you only had 10,000 Kenya shillings to invest? It's not enough to buy land or invest in serious investments. The question would be, can I really build an investment portfolio with the 10,000? And the answer is yes. A structured portfolio teaches you discipline, diversification, and how real investing actually works. In today's episode, I'm going to share how to build an investment starting with 10,000 as a smart investor. Hello, good people. Hope you're doing well. Jessie is my name, and this is the Money and Growth Circle, where we are working towards financial peace and ultimately financial freedom. And this is where we make money moves. If you're not part of the circle, make sure you're subscribed and turn on the notification bell so that every time we have a new upload, you will be notified. Why should you start with 10,000? Let's understand this. Most investors don't fail because they lack money. They fail because they don't have structures. 10,000 investment forces you to learn allocation, patience, risk balance, and consistency. And this is because if you can manage 10,000, you can manage 50, 100, a million, and more. This is actually how wealth building starts. We're going to follow a simple rule. Of course, you know my rule is diversify, diversify, diversify. Don't ever put all your money in one place. If anything happens to that one place, you're left at back to zero or negative at times. Instead, divide in 3 buckets with liquidity, safety, which gives you liquidity, stability, which gives you low risk growth, and growth where you get higher return potential. This is called portfolio management. We start with the safety fund. And for the safety fund, I'm going to put it in a money market fund. For example, Kuza, Etika, ICA, CIC, and all those. Of course, I will make sure if I don't choose among those ones, the one I choose, I confirm from the Capital Markets Authority that it's regulated. But in case you want to choose our partners, that's Kuza Asset Management and Etika Capital, the links will be in the description down below. And the reason I'll choose it as a low return investment is because of gives you returns on a daily basis, the compounded interest, and then liquidity. You can be able to access your money within a short time. And of course, it acts as an emergency buffer. The expected return at the moment in Kenya, I'm recording this video in May 2026, is quite low, but we hope for the best that it's going to improve. It's actually now below double digit and going to it's not even getting to 15% this season, and there was a time it was doing so well. Anyway, remember, every investment is volatile, and that's why I insist, before you get into any investment, get to understand it end to end so that you embrace and accept the risk it comes with, and also you embrace and expect the low returns it comes with if it is a low risk investment like the money market fund. The goal of having this money market fund is not for high growth. This is your financial shock absorber. It will just be there, growing gradually and making sure that you're not left at negative or without an emergency fund. So my first 3,000 I would put in the money market fund. The second portion I would put it in a stability fund like a SACCO. Why do I choose a SACCO? It's because a SACCO is somewhere that structured saving discipline, potential dividends and interest on deposits, that is the returns, future loan access should you require a loan and you may not even get the loan from other financial institutions, long-term financial behavior change. Once you become a member of a SACCO, you never look back. You're always ensuring that you save so that when you need a loan, you'll be able to access your loan. And for those who don't need a loan, they are able to save and ensure that there is no possibility of failing to pay. Otherwise, when you may require a loan at whatever time, you'll never be able to get it. So that helps you to be consistent. The expected returns for a SACCO is 13% to maybe even 15% or less than that for interest on deposits. If you get a good SACCO, you get more than 15% on dividends. SACCO forces consistency, and consistency is what builds wealth. I would put 4,000 in a SACCO, and this would assure me some returns at the end of the year in form of dividend and interest on deposits. Step 3, I look for a growth fund, and the options would be equities, stocks. Step number 3, taking controlled risk. I would go into income growth focused investments with options like stocks or shares, ETFs, or managed funds, which we call special funds, CIS, fixed income funds, equity funds, and all those. The goal of having a growth fund is to beat inflation, create capital appreciation, build real wealth over time. But they also fluctuate, they are volatile, they require patience a lot. Expect long-term returns, and our hope is more than 10% and sometimes even exceeding 20%. For the growth fund, I would invest 3,000. So if you decide to take that direction, your portfolio would look like the 3,000 in the money market fund gives you liquidity and safety. The 4,000 in the SACCO gives you discipline and stability. The 3,000 in the growth assets gives you long-term wealth. This is not about getting rich quick. It's about building wealth over time and a real investment habit system. So what happens after 12 months of consistently topping up your 10,000 per month? Money market grows steadily with low risk and of course low returns. SACCO builds dividends earning and loan capacity as well as interest on deposit. Growth assets fluctuate but compound long term. From this portfolio, the biggest result is not money, but financial discipline, investment confidence, and experience in investing. This is because over time, the 10,000 will become 20,000, 30, 50, 100, 500, 1 million, and all that. Will have created is a structure and a system that helps you grow consistently without necessarily exposing yourself to high risk and at the same time not missing opportunities because you're focusing only on low risk returns. Most beginner investors make the mistake of putting all your money in one investment, chasing higher returns only. Are you strategic? Are you waiting for more money? Are you just chasing high returns and getting frustrated if they don't come? Or are you too risk-averse that you're not thinking outside your comfort zone? Let me know in the comment section. Real investors start small, but in a structured way. That is the difference, and that's what makes them stand out. So the question I'm posing to you today, if you had 10,000 today, would you spend thinking that it's too little to build a portfolio? Would you invest, or would you consider the 3 options that I have suggested? Let me know in the comment section what you would do. I've shared a video comparing money market and SACCOs. In case you have not watched that video or it comes after this, make sure you check it out so that you see which ones do you actually need both. I've also shared a detailed video explaining what SACCOs are, how they work, how you can maximize on what they have, and how sometimes you actually don't make money after saving and borrowing, because whatever you have borrowed, the interest you're paying is actually higher than the returns that you're getting. Okay, so in case you have any other questions about SACCOs, leave them in the comment down below. So in case you have missed any of our previous videos, ensure you check them out on the channel. You won't miss a video that will add value to your investment journey, because here we are focusing on money moves and we are making sure that we give you the reality as raw as it can get. Okay, yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. See you on the